What are the top 5 priorities for your marketing funnel business in 2020? In this video, I'm going to talk about what I think marketing funnel builders should be focusing on and what their top 5 priorities should be. I can guarantee they are not what you think they are, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So first of all, let this be a lesson to you. You'll notice that the beard is gone. The second I've shaved my beard, I've had someone lose a passport in a foreign country and my PC monitor's just died. So presumably this and those things are linked. I'm not a huge fan of like New Year's resolutions. I think they're kind of hokey. I think there's a lot of evidence to suggest that they don't work. If you do them and they work, outstanding, keep doing that, but I have a weird kind of suspicion that we do them around New Year because we feel we're supposed to, and then already they kind of trail off. For example, we're already in the start of February, and I know that I'm already behind on a ton of my goals and things, so yeah, New Year's resolutions don't always work. Instead, what I do like to do is around this time when it starts getting lighter and it's not as miserable all the time and you're not as low after having to spend all that money at Christmas time, is to look at some of my goals. Previously, I've talked about like a planning video and stuff that I'll do, and I'll link that in the kind of video in the corner. And it's around now that I like to think of what are my priorities for the business. Rather than focusing on things like traffic and tactics and stuff like that, I'm actually going to share my top 5 priorities that I think marketing funnel businesses should work on, rather than the kind of usual bullshit like this year you should sell chatbots or this particular type of traffic automation or whatever. These 5 priorities are where you really need to get your head straight, and if you haven't got this set in 2020, you need to do these. I'm going to list these in no particular order. I guess I've kind of prioritized them, but I'll talk a bit about each one and you decide which one you want to go for. Ideally, of course, you're going to go for all 5, but yeah, let's dive into it. Number 1, define a niche. It's categorically important that you are going to need a niche in 2020. More marketing funnel businesses are entering the market than ever before. Automation, machine learning, low value players, people from other kind of emerging nations are all going to start offering marketing funnel type services to your customers and your audience. So unless you have already defined a niche, you need to do one. Otherwise, you're going to basically fall by the wayside and experience a lot of noise and frustration as other people try to figure out what it is that you do. If you want 49 niche examples written out that you can download today, I've got my 49 niche example list just for funnel builders free in the description below. Get access to my 49 niche examples just for funnel builders by clicking the link in the description below, or head to sellyourservice.co.uk/49 niches. Number 2, create a model. This is something I am working on by helping you guys, and especially the coaching members inside the Sell Your Service coaching. You need to have a model that explains why someone would work with you, and intellectual property that explores your ideas and beliefs and explains and demonstrates a particular idea. So an example of a model would be a funnel. You can draw it out really quickly. You can use it to demonstrate an idea, and someone can click and say, that's my problem. That's what I suffer from. Another example would be my customer product matrix that I use to explain, the hyper profit quadrant, launch quadrant, market acquisition, and the graveyard, and these are ways to be able to help your audience understand what is going wrong with their business. And if you have a model, that's much easier to sell into a marketplace. Number 3, building recurring revenue. I mean, no shit, right? You have to create recurring revenue for your business, and if you haven't got a recurring revenue product, I would argue that that's actually probably your top priority. Having a niche is important, having a model is important, but creating recurring revenue, it's actually obviously a lot easier, of course, when you've got a niche, but creating a product or service that repeatedly generates income for you is going to drastically reduce the amount of time it takes for you to acquire customers, and you can focus on delivering good work to your audience and to your customers. So building recurring revenue is massively important, and funnel businesses are primed to do that. I'll put a video in the corner of a recurring revenue solution that you could work on, including pricing, if that's something that you want to do. So go ahead and check that out. Number 4, have a scalable solution. If businesses come to me, and funnel businesses come to me, and they say, hey Mike, I really want to generate more leads and more customers. And I go, great, I can get you 100 customers tomorrow with their credit cards ready to buy. They go, whoa, 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 I can't handle 100 customers. I was thinking like I need 2 or 3 maybe. And that's the problem. You are basically trying to grow a fish inside a pond that you insist you can't change. That fish can only get so big. You need to change where that fish is stored and put it into a big, beautiful lake with lots of fresh water and plenty of opportunities. If your business can't handle 1,000 leads a day, you don't have a scalable solution. I'm not saying that every product you have is scalable. Some of them are going to have to be still consultancy and working with the customer, but you need to have a scalable solution. And my book, From Single to Scale, is a really good place to start if you want to work on that. Number 5, this is probably the toughest one on the list. I think a lot of funnel businesses need to work on being comfortable being disliked. One of the kind of core aspects of building a business in 2020, not just a marketing funnel business, any kind of business, is creating and defining a niche, then building a model, and then finally putting content out there into, you know, the wider world. The easiest way to create content is to understand that some people aren't going to agree with you. Some people aren't going to like you. They're not going to like your style, and you're naturally going to attract negative attention. It doesn't matter if it's comments. It doesn't matter if it's from family or friends or colleagues or whatever. At some point, you're going to be disliked, and you have to be really, really comfortable with the idea that some people just aren't going to like you. If you want to scale and get bigger and attract more customers, even if you think, I don't want that, I don't want a big audience, I don't want a YouTube channel, I don't want a set of followers, fine. If you want to grow your business and if you want to increase your income, you're going to have to become comfortable being disliked. And that's very, very difficult. I understand that. So much so that I would encourage you to read The Courage to Be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. This book is really, really, really powerful. This is like my second copy because the first one kind of just got ruined from reading it too much. Bizarrely, I think actually the number one priority out of all of these is probably that for a lot of funnel builders. So yeah, have the courage to be disliked. I believe it's so important. It's actually the first thing I say at the end of these videos and at the end of my emails. Which one of these priorities resonates with you? Is there anyone that in particular that you are going to go after? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks very much for checking out this video. It's kind of, I feel a bit of a rush because I just got back from Prague yesterday and I know that I need to publish a video, so I'm putting it out now. But yeah, if you are checking out any of other my videos, I've probably got them into the side of me just now, so go ahead and check those out. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have courage, commit, and take action. I'll see you on the next video.